CAS reflection update. For Round Square, I decided to leave Round Square because, or at least not attend the meetings for the next 4 meetings, because recently we've been having a lot of, downtime where we're not doing very much in the meetings, where I don't feel like it's the best use of my time. The meetings we don't really discuss things that are very productive, I would say. It's just very slow paced, and I don't really think it's that good use of my time. And the reason I am leaving is because also exams is going to start in a few weeks, and I have to study for that, and I can't really I would like to use that time to as dedicated study time for myself. So yes, that is what is going on with Round Square. Other than that, I haven't been doing much in Round Square other than attending meetings, and since there's nothing much really that we're doing, we were planning to do something. That's what the last 3 meetings were about, to find something to do, I guess, and how to do it, and what this would. It was just not very productive for 1 hour. However, G.I.N's, I have done something for G.I.N recently. It was about maybe 2 weeks ago. Last week, on the weekend, on Saturday, I had been helping organize the organization of the event for G.I.N, which is a sports tournament. And the tournament sports that we had were soccer, volleyball, basketball, ping pong, chess, pool. What else? That was about it, I think. I was involved mostly with the soccer tournament, but I did help with the planning of the main event and the setup and the cleanup of afterwards the event had finished. The event was an overall success. Everything went according as it should have, but there were some things that happened that, well, shouldn't have really happened. But overall, it was a great learning experience for me to be working as a team with a group of people my own age, and it allowed me to develop my leadership skills, which I'm not really getting in the actual leadership group in Round Square. Since the first time I went to Bookhouse, I haven't gone ever since, which I am somewhat regretting, but I just simply have not had the time. The one time I was available to go, it was cancelled, unfortunately, because of the driver incident. Another thing that I'm involved in currently is the Run for Water event, and I have been heavily involved with the setting up or the preparation of this event. Well, but first off, by attending all the meetings, and with a few friends, we've taken upon ourselves, to just to visit the site where the Run for Water is going to happen, and we'll just judge if it's a good place to hold the event or not. That's what we did first, and then afterwards, we were given a task to research the price of hats that we would wear on that day that we could use to distinguish ourselves from the participants, and the participants could ask us for anything that they would need. Maybe if they were in trouble, if they needed help, they could distinguish us by our hats. So we were responsible for finding out those hats. We first went on a trip to find a place to buy them and what the cost was, and also the phone number, but we did not gather the phone number the first time, so we went to the black market and this other Dunjungara, and we found someone who was willing to supply us the quantity that we needed for the cost. So it cost us about, I think, around 70,000, and yeah, it went well. We got our hats, and while we were there, we also hit two birds with one stone, as you would say, by finding out the price for cups, because we decided that we wanted to have, for the runners, we didn't want to hand out plastic bottles, because the main idea of the event is for helping the environment and like saving water, and just giving out plastic bottles of water where like the waste and the something footprint, I forgot what it's called, was not very appealing to us, so we decided to go with an option that was much favorable to like keeping the environment, and it was easier, which was we would have like a table set up with small cups full of water. So as runners passed by, they would just grab some water, drink it, and they'd throw it to the side, and we would be responsible for picking them up, and afterwards the paper cups would be given for recycling. So yeah, the water cups, we took the water cups, and the next problem was we needed to find a way to get the water, and I think we are currently looking for a solution to that problem, or we already have probably. At the event, I will be responsible for to be at the registration table to register all the people and give them their numbers, and yeah, we decided to make the registration online, where people would register online, and then once they got there, they would identify themselves on the list that we would have, and then they would give us the money there. They said that was faster, and yeah. In fitness, currently we're doing yoga, which is something that I didn't think I would ever try doing, but it's been a nice experience to try out something new. I didn't think yoga was, well, it was pretty much what I expected, but I found it to be much more relaxing, and just the effects of it were more than I had anticipated. It made me feel pretty good afterwards, and I'm not sure, it was a good experience. But I do not think that it would be something that I would go out of my way to do something on my actual own time, because I think I could use that time for a better, I don't know, exercise that intrinsically motivates me more, such as like what boxing did for me. Yeah. So I noticed that I didn't have any like CAS projects that I organized that I could do. So I wanted to think about some potential CAS projects, and perhaps a new sport that I'm willing to try out, and whether or not I want to go back to boxing.